inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the 50, it's Watson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
The Texans send the punter out, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Talk about flipping the script. That punt return 86 yards. And the Bengals open the lead up to 34-0. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. So plenty of fireworks here early. 35-0 now as the kick is away. Taking it about the 1. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On 2nd down, here's Nwangu. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. It's a gain of 10. First down, Texans. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson going deep here for Watkins. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
On the give is Nwangu, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. To throw is Watson. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense. Just flooded the field with defensive backs. Blanketed everyone. Took away all the passing angles. Thus, the incompletion.
The Texans send the punter out. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Here's 2nd and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And some room to run now. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now Joe Mixon. Mixon with a first down and more. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 35-yard line. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
They go play action with Burrow. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
On 2nd and 15 now. Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions. Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
Throwing again on second down. Burrow throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Burrow. And that's complete to Adams. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Going to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
2nd down and goal. Burrow. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again. Touchdown! He's got it at the 2. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bengals continue to pull away here in this first half. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. A fairly short kick from the 14. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. First play's a run with Nwangu. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD. McPherson on for the point after. And the route is on here in this first half. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. Looking to throw is Mills. Dancing to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Mills now. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off here to 32. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for the Bengals team. That pick six extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But things don't improve fast then. I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with 25 seconds to go, we'll see how they want to play this. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And the defense obviously expecting run as well, as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken just shy of the 10, and they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. On second down, this is Edmonds. And he'll be brought down here at the 28.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
On third down, here's Mills. They'll set up the screen for Nwangu. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be fourth down. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Now it's 2nd and 9. Play action. It's Burrow. Able to get away. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us. But I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And this hasn't been the typical game, no doubt, for Emmanuel Sanders. They've really limited him.
He's one of those players that provides a real spark when he gets going. And when he does it, it's felt by the rest of the team, and they're feeling it in this one because right now they're trailing.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
2nd and 11 now.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. 0-0, Mike free. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's got Jordan complete right side. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Mills from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. And the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward. Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. They're going to look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now it's Burrow. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Well, they have certainly done their best to get into football in this one as they hook up on another completion there. And maybe that lack of involvement, Charles, that's a thing of the past now.
Well, I think, partner, that's their love language with him, right? Throwing the football to him. That's what he wants, right? That's their way of saying we need...
Touchdown, Bengals! That's called a great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 6.
Texans take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Mills. Pass incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Texans on 3rd down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Mills to throw it. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Keanu Neal with a safety blitz for the sack. The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And incomplete on a deep ball. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And this one is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Blesson Austin. The 20. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
The Bengals bring out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Looking to throw again on second down. Mills. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
You definitely would like to have hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
The Texans on 3rd down. It has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. From the shotgun, it's Mills. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Fourth down, Mills. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently,
he rifles one that's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Texans are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
A gain of 3, second down. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense.
Touchdown! And that's caught at the 2. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here. You've held a team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively. You could almost see him going through the coaching points. Adjust, find the football, knock it away. Well executed.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. So they lost yardage and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. They try to eat some clock with Mixon.
And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
McPherson now for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From the 6. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
From the gun, here's Mills.
And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. The Texans send the punter out. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The Texans send the punter out as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Let's go. Double time, double time. Hey, hey, hey. You got three down. Hey, check Mike 39, check Mike 39.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.